It's the day we've all been waiting for. Kaiju Day.
Yes! Yes!
It's the day we get to see the big lizard versus the big monkey. Ooh, I have been waiting for this since 2017 and I can't be more ready. So, I've watched Godzilla vs. Kong. I watched it about 9 minutes after it came out on HBO. I was on that shit. What is there to say other than good things? The entire thing was good. I had a blast the entire time. Just to give you a forewarning, this is going to be completely spoiler free. In fact, it's going to be fairly short on the Godzilla vs. Kong bit. I mainly want to emphasize why I liked it and why you should go watch it, and there's no excuse why you shouldn't. But anyways, this is by far my favorite of the MonsterVerse movies. By far. Like, it's no comparison. I mean, King of the Monsters has some amazing fight scenes, and Kong Skull Island was the most, like, story-driven and well-written, but holy shit, dude. Godzilla vs. Kong blows all of them out of the water. Like, not even a fucking question. It's insane. The main thing I want to emphasize about what I liked is the pure fact that it just gives these two massive titans, these two hugely popular things that have been brought up through the years of cinema culture, and starting out with the original, Battle of the Monsters with King Kong versus Godzilla all the way back in, the old days of Toho. It's just such a monumental pairing. And they characterize these characters to such an extent that it's just so fucking good. Oh my god. Let me tell you, if you compared the first Godzilla, 2014 American Godzilla, with this, it's such a fucking far difference. It's so vast. It's amazing. And just, the visuals, incredible. The fights, absolutely phenomenal. Everything was top of its game. But there are still a few things I had problems with. The biggest being, and I don't know if this is just me, the color saturation was really wonky. So much to the extent that it kind of pulled me out of it a lot. And this could just be a problem with HBO Max and streaming the movie as is. So that could be a me problem. But just to give you a base description of what the hell I was seeing, was it's all mainly one color, and that color is blue. The neon bright ass blue. Like, just the ugliest shade of blue I think I've ever seen in most of these shots. And sometimes it comes from no light source, at all. It's just there. I don't know why. And it's weird, because it's one of two things. It's either A, it's completely intentional, and I'm missing the point artistically, I guess. Or B, someone doing the color grading on this movie fucked up somewhere and they're about to be hella fired. I don't know which. I'm definitely going to be watching it more, and I'm going to go see it in theaters, or I'm going to attempt to, in this disease-plagued world, just to get a comparison of the two, just to see if it's only on my end or if it's the film overall. But other than that, just some slight complaints about the human characters. That's all I have. And I'm not even going to really get into the complaints because, in comparison with the other two Godzilla films, the problems are minuscule. Because those other movies have way bigger problems than this one does. And in fact, I kind of liked most of the human characters. There was only a select handful that I disliked or thought were poorly written, which I guess speaks leagues to these writers and creators of these films, bringing enjoyment to the characters or the part of the films that I didn't give a shit about. I commend them for it, I guess. Overall, my thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong, and I know this has been short, forgive me. I'm going to do a bigger video once I get some more digestion in. Digestion? When I digest the film more and get a better overall clear image. This is just like my first impressions, kinda. Plus what I'm about to tack on, which I think is going to be a little bit more fun. But overall, I adore this movie. I think it is absolutely incredible. Definitely one of my favorites. Top tier kaiju action. And that's all I wanted. Like, if you're just coming in to analyze a movie for its like deep hidden meaning and amazing symbolism, you're not going to get that here. It's not. You're coming here to see a big lizard and a big monkey duke it out. And you get that. And it delivers. It delivers hard. Now, what I want to do here at the end of the video is I want to do a ranking, a tier list of all of these different MonsterVerse films, and going from worst to best. We'll go best to worst. Now that we know what the best one is, since I've spilled the beans there, best is going to be Godzilla vs. Kong. There's just no debate. It is by far the best of this American MonsterVerse trilogy or quadrilogy, I guess. I don't know math. But overall, that one is number one. Can't be beat. Number two is Kong Skull Island. It is the most well-written, like story-wise, of all of the movies. Its characters have actual progression. There's a climax. There's a build-up. You actually grow to care about some of these characters. I mean, the characters in this movie are actually really endearing, and that's not something I expected to come out of a Kong movie. And that alone, with the unparalleled action that is Kong beating the ever-loving shit out of skullcrawlers, I mean, absolutely fucking laying the smackdown. I mean, that definitely puts it above the others in number two. Number three, this one was easy for me because it's by far like the best visuals-wise, not counting Godzilla vs. Kong, and that is King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters is a overall really well done movie. It is enjoyable. I think the fights are amazing. I think the new kaiju like Ghidorah and Rodan and Mothra, I think they're all handled spectacularly. But this movie has the biggest handicap of having the worst villain I have ever seen. Oh, God. She's terrible. She's literally the worst. The motivations this woman has is undescribably stupid. And that just kind of drags the film down overall. And I hate that. Because the rest of this movie is exquisitely made. I'm talking the monsters. Beautiful. The fights, incredible. Even the colors that pop off the screen are absolutely amazing. But just because of that horribly written villain and that horrible motivation to drive the film overall, it just brings it down, man. And I hate to say it. Alright, and the last one, I mean, it's the only other one there is, and of course this was going to be the worst one, objectively, in my opinion. Objectively? In an opinion? Huh? But it is 2014 Godzilla. And I hate it, man, because I actually like the film, but overall, when looking at all of these movies back to back to back, it's the worst. It's awful. I mean, you have Bryan Cranston as a role, and you axe him in the first 30 minutes. Why? What was the point? Was it to get me attached to these characters and these actors that I hadn't met before? Because that's not how you do that. You do it the other way around to make me care. But other than that, the movie has other problems. That being the horrific lack of visual kaiju fights. It is in the dark, which aesthetically I get. the director had a vision for how he wanted this to look. I get that. But when you have a movie with kaiju battles, your audience wants to see the kaiju battles. It's that simple. Hollywood tries to do this thing where they make these movies more complex and a more character-driven drama than it needs to be. I don't understand why it is so hard to get the point of kaiju movies across. They can carry a message. Look at the original Godzilla. That had heavy anti-nuclear and anti-war sentiments about it. This new franchise doesn't carry that same message. And honestly, I don't think it needs to carry a message. Because what the substance the viewers want is big battles. They want spectacle. And Godzilla vs. Kong, being the first one on this list, it delivers on that full throttle. I mean, I don't know. I'm torn about Godzilla 2014 because, like I said, I do enjoy this movie. I own it on Blu-ray, and I don't own movies on Blu-ray that I dislike because I feel like that's a waste of money. But I don't know. Compared with all the others, it just can't hold up, and it's probably the one I've watched the least. But this was a shorter video, just a little snippet to get everyone excited about Godzilla vs. Kong. You need to go see this. It is amazing. You can watch it on HBO Max, watch it in your home. You know, you don't have to worry about anybody whining at you for carrying in a shitload of food. You can just carry it to your couch and boom, you're ready to go. So yeah, I heavily recommend that movie to you. Spoiler review coming out in the next few days. Once I have some more time to ingest it, I just wanted to test out the new setup here, see how things were going with it, and just talk about Kaiju, because it's Kaiju Day. Well, I think that's going to be it. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.